band's visit is about a small Egyptian police orchestra who comes to Israel to play a small and not very important concert and gets lost on his way, and it's on its way, and find itself at the end of the day in a small, desolated Israeli town where they have to stay the night. That's the movie.
No Arab culture center.
Not culture, not Israeli culture, not Arab, not culture at all.
Jahannam.
It all began with an image of a man who's confined in a uniform, who's very closed and strict man who opens his mouth and starts singing an Arabic song, and that was the first character or image that started this movie. And why is he singing? Maybe he's a band leader, which band, and so on.
Clothes nice.
Yes. Like Michael Jackson.
Any movie or work of art, and I do hope movie is a work of art, at the end of the day deals with some fundamental human aspects which speaks to a lot of people around the world. It also has its own local nuances which I may notice and you may not, but at the end of the day it's not, you don't come to see a movie about the hat of the man, but of the man behind the hat, and the man behind the hat, they look the same.
Don't you want to take your hat off?
Excuse me?
It's very hot with hats. You can take it off. Yes. It's better. No? A man should not hide behind the hat.
I got some influence, I think, from Jacques Tati, and I also thought of Jarmusch movies and Kaurismäki movies. But I also been influenced by Egyptian melodrama. It's about things that are real to me, but it's not about reality that is outside the frame. So this is why this style of framing was essential for getting this story told. You can always feel in this movie that it's about losing this big story, losing your dream, losing the feeling that you could have lived this other life, but you're not living them. And in the background, in the past, there's the Egyptian melodrama, and up front there is this different, more controlled cinema, very, how do you say, reserved.
So what do you do in the orchestra? What do you play?
I play the clarinet.
I don't set up to have a documentary about how rural Israel actually look in real life. It is a kind of a poetic statement on Israel as a whole, as a being kind of this unfinished dream or thought somebody had, which is now kind of forsaken in the desert, like a big gravestone to an idea.
We do coffee?
Yes.
No, please, we're fine.
There is kind of longing and wishful thinking in my heart for the Tawfiq character, but also the understanding that it's something that is lost, and something that unfortunately, however I want this meeting will not happen, and times changes, and Khaled, he has this thing that disturbs me on the one hand, but on the other hand, he wants to live.
I mean, to do music, to have the orchestra, how does it feel?
Well,
To have all the people waiting for you, and all the eyes for you, and,
It's a...
Although Israel is in the Middle East, it was never assimilated fully into the surrounding, and it's very close but also very far, and there's a need to people who talk in a language which is, belongs to the West, and it's also part of what the movie kind of grieves about. That at the end of the day we are all meeting in a faceless Western society, and not meeting each other the way that maybe we were supposed to meet.
It looks like the most important thing in the world.
No, the most important thing in the world is fishing.